so they can get access to the training. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening all around the world. Good morning, old Canada. Good afternoon, Nigeria, South Africa as well on the call. So glad you guys were able to make it to this call today. Today we got a fantastic training. And one of my mentors, John Maxwell, is someone I followed for a long time. And he inspired me. I got most of the material from John Maxwell. Um, he says everything rises and falls on leadership. So what I'm really going to give to you guys today is the tools you need for your business. And the same tools can be used in any kind of business, and you get massive, awesome results. And when you use these tools, someone said the reason why people want to make $2 million and they can't make $2 million is not because they don't want to make it, it's because they don't know how to make it. So one of the great tools you need as a leader in any kind of business, you need the substance of leadership. And today I'm going to really dive into what leadership is, what actual leadership is, and how you can use leadership to transform your business. And I'll advise you can get some pen and paper. There's some things that you really need to take note of in this training. So diving right into the training, once again, I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. Congratulations to all the team members, the ones from London, the ones from Nigeria. Awesome job. Explosive things happening in the company and in our team and business as well. So what is leadership? Guys, leadership is influence. Okay, this is a very powerful statement. Leadership is influence, and when you don't have influence on people, you cannot lead them. So the main thing I want to really put out to you guys today is understanding what leadership is and understand the value of leadership. Okay, so the first pointer we're going to take is leadership is influence and not position. Very important. Leadership is influence, not position. Leaders have others people mindedness. I know this is a huge word. So that means that leaders are in the mind of other people. They care for people. Leadership is all about people and not about us. This is just a quick definition of leaders. And for you to be successful in this business we're in today, you got to have the leadership skill. Hands down. You don't have the leadership skills, I can guarantee your success from a mile. So your leadership determines the size of your organization. Guys, that's huge. So the way you're going to lead your team is going to decide the size of your team. Your leadership is the size of your team. The moment you develop the leadership, your organization starts growing. Okay? The moment, I repeat, the moment you develop your leadership skill, your organization starts growing. Everything, John Maxwell always says this, everything rises and falls on leadership. Okay? When an organization has a good leader, remember, everyone in multi-level marketing is a leader in the business. You are the CEO of your business. You control your checks. So everything rises and falls on you. Everything rises and falls on the leader. And when an organization has a good leader, it grows. I'll give you an example. There's a company here in the US. They're known to buy companies that are actually died, or companies that are actually dead, companies that are actually trying to bankrupt. Their job is to go there and buy the company, But studies have shown that every time when we started this particular company that is so successful, because they go in and they turn it around. They make that company that was nothing become something. So one thing that we studied and understood about this company is every time they go in, they fire the leader and train the employees. And guess what? They turn it around. That company that was nothing becomes something. Guys, everything rises and falls on leadership. And they asked the CEO of that company that loves taking over companies that are just getting ready to fail. They said, what's your secret to success? He said, the leader is everything. If you don't lead your people well, you're not going to be successful. He said, so we fire the leader. We bring in a new leader with a new mindset to grow the new team of people. The point I'm trying to pass across to you guys today is everything you do rises and falls on leadership. Everything you do rises and falls on you. And I'm going to show you guys how we can become a better leader as we go deep into this training, The next point I want to put out there is we got to have a passion to develop our leadership. Grow leaders and your organization will grow. So if you want to grow your organization, you need to grow leaders. Guys, I didn't say followers. If you want to grow your organization, you need to grow leaders, period, hands down. Okay? A non-growing leader are a result of a non-growing organization. An organization that is not growing is because of the leader. Someone stopped me and said, I don't have people to lead. Well, leadership starts with you. You got to lead you first before you lead people. If you can lead you, then you can lead people. Make a commitment, guys, to be a better leader. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Okay? There's a great saying that says motivation gets you going, but your daily agenda to become a better leader, get your organization, get your team growing. And we're going to be looking at some live experiment today. I'm not going to call it experiment, some live exercises that's going to show you and tell you where you are as the leader today. Okay? You cannot microwave success. It's a process. It's a daily agenda. Your success is in your daily agenda. It's not doing 200 today and doing nothing tomorrow. It's doing 5 today, doing 5 tomorrow, doing 5 next tomorrow, and the 5 duplicates with commitments. So you can't microwave success. It's a process. Okay? We're going to go to the level of leadership because I really want you guys to understand leadership before I give you the secret of leadership, because I want you to grab who a leader is. So there are different levels of leadership. The first level is leaders that interest people. Okay? These are people that go into business or people that come into a business, and guess what? I know where I'm going. These are people that think they know it all. I know where I'm going, and they never go anywhere. The next level of leadership is leadership that impresses people. I have been there. I've done it. In my last company, I was a top sponsor. In my last company, I was this, I was that. Leaders that impress people, they never grow. Now we're getting into the right kind of mindset of leadership. Leaders that influence people. Leaders that influence people take people with them to the planned destination. They influence people and take them to a destination. Now, the ideal leadership that we want to be is we want to be in that leadership that influences and impact people. These are people that take people with them, and the people that they take do the same thing. It's called duplication. The leadership that influences people is addition. You just add people to your team. It's a slow process of growing. But the leadership that influences and impacts people, it's the leadership of multiplication. It's a times. When you put that times, the numbers doubles. So the kind of leaders we want to follow the leadership that influences and impact people. So I want you to put behind your mind the 4 types and the 4 levels of leadership, because we're going to be alluding to the same levels of leadership. Now we're going to talk about In multi-level marketing, we got leaders with different kinds of vision, or people who are getting ready to join your business. We got 4 types of them. The first type of them, we call them the wanderers. Some people, these are the people that never see it. They wander around life doing the same thing. We call it insanity. Doing the same thing every day and expecting a different result. They expect a miracle to happen doing the same thing. We call them the wanderers. The next level of leadership, we call them the followers. They see it, but then they don't follow it. They don't pursue it on their own. They will only follow, or they will only climb when you climb with them. They are called followers. They will not move until you move. They will not discipline themselves. You have to literally breastfeed. And please, can you mute yourself if you're just coming to the call. Welcome. All right, thank you much. I'm going to take the followers again. There's the people that see it, they see the vision, but they don't pursue it on their own. These are people that wait for you to push them up and make them climb. We call them the breastfeeders. You got to breastfeed them. I call it the Titanic leadership. You jump, I jump. We call them the followers. The next level of leadership is the achievers. They see it and they achieve it. They don't need you to push them. They carry the vision from point A to point B. We call them the achievers. But guys, the true leaders, they see it, they pursue it, and they help others see it. Now you have a true leader. They have the ability to reproduce. And we're going to talk about how you can reproduce in this business, how you can reproduce using the same formula in any kind of business. So you want to be a leader, not an achiever. An achiever gets the vision, pursues the vision for himself. That's it. Pursues the vision for himself. So he is the only one creating a team. A team creates a team. You want to be a leader, sees the vision, pursue it, and help people get to the destination. Help people see the vision as well. That's a true leader. Folks, leadership is literally all about influence. And we talked about influence. Leadership is influence. Influence equals leadership. Leadership equals influence. So the goal of this training, guys, is to increase your influence. How can you increase your influence? How can you increase your leadership? And we're going to be going through this point today. Once again, the goal of this training is to help you become a better influencer, become a better leader. This is the essence of today's training. Help you increase your influence with others. If you can influence someone, you can help them get to their destination. If you can understand it better, then you can increase it and become a better leader. Whoever I influence are the people I'm going to attract. The people you attract are the people you influence. The people that you greatly influence are the people just like you. It's just like looking into the mirror. Look in the mirror, who do you see? Who you see is the kind of people you influence as a leader. See, look at that person in the mirror. That's you, right? That's exactly the type of people you're influencing. As leaders, they say, I attract who I am, not who I want. I know you want this, you know you want that. Guess what? You're not attracting people like that because you're not that person you want to attract. And I say, come with your papers and pen today. There's the reason why I say come with your papers and pen. And you can do this after the training. But if you can do this, it takes 2 seconds to do this. I want you to list 3 characteristics you want from a person on your team. What are the 3 things you want from one person on your team? Write down 3 things. You want to bring someone to your team. What are the 3 things, 3 most powerful things you need them to have? You want them to come and explode your business. What are the 3 highest qualities you want these people to have before they come to your team? If you can quickly write that before I get to the next slide, I'm going to show you some power, some powerful information in what you just did. Write down 3 things you want from someone that's coming to your team. Now, folks, that 3 characteristics that you just put down, okay? If you say you want someone that is very energetic, if you say you want someone that's very positive driven, if you say you want someone that's very sharp, okay? It's remember, let's go back to the statement. You attract who you are, not what you want. If you want someone that's very positive, guess what? You need to be positive yourself. If this training is adding value to you, type a 3. Okay? If you want to be positive, if you want to attract positive people, guess what you need to do? You need to become positive. If you want someone that's going to come in and explode your business, guess what? You need to explode your business yourself. And I'm going to tell you guys a quick story about a pastor musician. A pastor musician took over a church. All the congregations were happy. Oh, we got a new pastor. Everyone is excited. New pastor. This pastor was a musician. And when we went back to that same church after 2-3 years, guess what? The church was filled with musicians. Why? It goes down to the same principle I'm giving you guys. You don't attract who you want, you attract who you are. Everyone in that church became a musician. If you're leaders, you get yourself to that leader position, you're going to attract leaders. And I'm going to show you how you can get yourself to that position today. And this is another quick exercise. There's no wrong, there's no right answer here. Who do you influence in your life? Do you influence leaders or you influence followers? Do you influence thinkers or you influence doers? Do you influence positive people or negative people? Do you influence the big picture approach or the little picture approach? The list goes and goes. Do you influence the funny one? Do you influence eagles or you influence turkeys? The people you're influencing in your life is a result of who you are. If you understand that principle, you will know I got to get me better. Period. You influence the kind of people that you are. Next, how many people can you influence? How many do I influence? As a leader, the number of people who follows is based on the level of your influence. It's based on the level of your leadership. And we talked about the level of leadership. Everyone influences someone. Few people influences a lot of people. Now, what's the influencer ingredients today? We're going to look at that. 1, it's your leadership potential. 2, your leadership level. We talked about the level of leadership. The difference between these 2 is 1, your leadership, your willingness to change, to become better, and your desire to grow. So if you want to become a better leader, you need to become a better influencer. You need to increase your level of leadership to the level that we had 4 levels. You need to be at the last one, the people that take people with them, the people that show people the dream. They help them see the vision and take them along. An influencer. An influencer empowers and reproduces others, period. This is who we are. We influence and empower and we reproduce others. No matter how much work you can do, no matter how engaging your personality may be, you will not go far in this business if you can't go through other people. To connect with people, you got to forget yourself. Connecting is all about others. You got to be able to go through people. You're an influencer. A leader is an influencer. You want to be an influencer. You got to be able to go through people. Forget you, it's about others. Forget me, it's about you. And I'm going to show you guys some key factors in leadership. And this is the fact. This is true. Before I give you the keys to today's training, I want to get you in the right mindset. 80% of leaders attract followers. 80%. of leaders in the world attract followers. How can we attract leaders? We're going to get to that point today. 80% of leaders attract followers. Now, guys, 10% of leaders attract leaders. Only 10%. 80% attract followers. 10% attract leaders. Now, it gets interesting. 5% of leaders reproduce leaders. And the key I'm going to give you guys today is how you can reproduce leaders. Hands down. Do you want to be in the 80%? Do you want to be in the 10%? Or do you want to be in the 5%? I'm giving you today the key to the 5%. This principle I'm giving to you, hands down, works anywhere. You can use this principle to train your dogs. It works. 5% reproduces leader. Now, the key to success, the key to creating leaders. I'm not talking about attracting leaders. I'm talking about creating leaders. The key factor here to reproducing leaders is 1, model good leadership. People do what people see, period. Whatever you're doing, people are going to duplicate it. People do exactly what you do. If you want great people in your team, you've got to be great. This is a huge factor. You want to reproduce leaders, get this key number 1 down. Model good leadership. People do what they see. Number 2, provide leadership training. We're talking about reproducing leaders, guys. Provide leadership training. There's a reason why I'm training you guys on leadership. Because I want to reproduce leaders. This is the only way, guys. If this is making sense, type of 10. This is the only way you can reproduce leaders. Hands off, down. Set time to train your people. You grow your company by growing people. You grow people by growing yourself. Guys, this is powerful. I can't wait to read this again. Type of 10 if this makes sense to you. Set time to train people. I know people wait for my training. Guess what? You need to start training your team. You are the CEO of your business. Train your team on leadership. Set time to train your people. You grow your organization, you grow your company by growing the people. And when you grow the people, you grow yourself. Point number 2 to reproduce leader. Now, point number 3 to reproduce leader, provide leadership resources for them. Provide materials to make them grow. That's why, guys, I keep posting in the group the book of the month. And this is not resources just on leadership. Resources on your business. How well do you know your business? How well do you know the compensation plan? The resources are there. If you don't know how to get it, get back to your leader and say, I want to know these resources. But guys, the most important resources you can give to yourself is provide leadership resources. Next pointer, provide leadership experience. This is explosive. This right here is a mega point. Mobilogy can attest to that. I saw the posters of the ladies in our team coming up with an event. It's magic. You got to provide this leadership event. The explosion that comes in those events is unimaginable, guys. Team events. You're talking about reproducing leaders. These are the key things you need to do. Hands up. Provide leadership experience for your people. Don't wait for Maxwell to come and say, let's go. It's time for you to go. Start doing events. Start doing it in your basement. Start doing it in your house. You will reproduce leaders. Next key factor. Create a growth environment. This is a key factor, and I'm going to elaborate on this because this is just a big key, guys. What does a great environment look like? We're going to go through some pointers what a growth environment look like. Leaders and readers, I put this purposely on different pages so that you get it. If you don't like reading, you're going to have a problem. If you don't like listening, you're going to have a problem. That can change. The problem with us is we get a book and we try to read half of the book in one page and we give up. We quit on that book. How about reading 4 pages every day, every single day, and before you know what's happening, you're done with that book. We got to read. If you don't know how to read, learn how to read. You got to listen. Listen to leadership tapes. You're a leader now. You're going to be leading thousands of people. It might be just you leading yourself now, but you're getting ready for an explosion. You're going to be leading 2,000, 10,000 people. We need you to lead them right. And how you lead them right, the substance you're going to give to them, the substance you added to yourself. You can't give value to people if you don't add value to yourself. And when you stop adding value to yourself, you stop adding value to people. So, to reproduce leaders, we need to create a growth environment. What is a growth environment? A growth environment enables you to grow automatically. The key word here is automatic growth. A growth environment is a place where others are ahead of you. If you always want to be at the top, or if you're the top of the person in your class, you need to change that class. Mix with people who are ahead of you. You never want to be the top one in the class. You're the top dog. Guess what? If you're the top dog, you're going to stop growing and start bragging. Mix with people that will make you grow. This is a growth environment, and this is how you reproduce leaders. This is the 5% key factors. Be with people who are ahead of you. Don't be the king of the class. To grow, a growth environment is a place where you're challenged. It challenges you. Network marketing alone is a growth environment because it challenges you. You don't work, nothing happens. In Nigeria, we say, you know walk, you know chop. It's a challenge environment. But when the result comes out, it's explosive. This is why, guys, today we have people earning $1.2 million a month. Why? Because they got themselves in that environment. $1.2 million a month. $750 a month, not a year. People make that in the US in 20 years. They do that in 1 month. Why? Because they put themselves in a growth environment. In America, we say be over your head. When you put yourself in a growth environment, it makes you grow automatically. Just like the game of basketball, we call it the big mo, the momentum. When the momentum is going on in the game, they are scoring there at their best, they're over their head. This is exactly what you want to put yourself. And what happened? The coach calls a timeout. He wants to kill the momentum. The fire is too much. He knows if he doesn't call that timeout, he's going to lose the game because the momentum is on. Challenge yourself. Put yourself in a growth environment. Next pointer. Your focus is forward. It annoys me when people talk about the good old days. You need to get away from the good old days. People talk about things they have done. We don't want to know what you did. We want to know what you have done recently. What did you do yesterday? What did you do weeks ago? They're so in love with their past. They're so in love with it. They focus forward. You need to focus forward. Your focus needs to be forward. What happened yesterday is gone. You know what? I need to do something else. I need to be better. I need to achieve something bigger than me. Next pointer. The atmosphere must be affirming. I call this hearkening with words. Yesterday, we were on the call, a group of us, and what were we doing? We were motivating ourselves, encouraging ourselves, and so much great points came out from that. Just by people coming together and affirming. All we did was affirming yesterday, guys. For those of you who were in the call, you were affirming. And when you affirm, you reproduce leaders. Next pointer, we need to get out of our comfort zone, completely out. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. Key factor. Leaders don't stay in your comfort zone. You got to step out of your comfort zone because that's when your life starts. Next pointer, a growth environment is a place where you wake up excited. You don't need to get, I tell you what, guys, I would do what I'm doing now without getting paid. That's a growth environment. I would do it without getting paid $1. Wake up with excitement. I was so excited. I slept late trying to put this training together, putting points together. I did it and I woke up with excitement. I can't wait to train my people. I can't wait to add value to my people. That is a growth environment. That's a place of growth. Next, a growth environment is a place where failure is feared. It's not feared, sorry. Failure is your best friend. And we talked about this yesterday. You need to embrace failure. If you want to be successful, make failure your best friend. Sometimes we'll win, sometimes we'll learn. Next pointer, your willingness to grow, your willingness to change, your willingness to become better. This is how you reproduce leaders. Growth is modeled and expected. There's no other definition of growth than you. You are a complete example of the growth. So we got to make ourselves better to make people better. And how do we make ourselves better? By adding value to ourselves. I'm going to go through the key factors again, because this is the main key factors. 1, model leadership. 2, provide leadership training for your team. Provide training for your team. Provide resources for your team. Tools they need to be successful. This is how you reproduce leaders. If you want to be in the 5%, create a growth environment. Create a growth environment. And we talked about the different growth environments. It's a key factor to success in your business. And all the simple principle, I put it in 3 phases for you guys. 1, you grow yourself. That's the big factor. Lead you first. Grow yourself first. The next key factor, you grow people. You add value to yourself, and let's move forward. You add value to people. And when you grow people, guess what? Your organization grows automatically. Your organization grows automatically. Step 1 is grow yourself. Step 2, grow people. Step 3, your organization goes into automatic growth. It expands, it enlarges because of what you did. So team, this is the end of our training today. Knowledge without application becomes lost. I'm going to also post this training. But everything you've learned today, there's one thing to take away, is the 5 different steps you need to know to reproduce leaders. You got to follow that to the teeth. There is no, I'm going to do one and not do the other one. You got to do the whole 5 steps. Knowledge without application is lost. And the book I want you guys to read is Become a Person of Influence. You need to get that book. I think there's an audio book for those of us who don't want to read and want to drive and listen. For those of us who want to read, you can order this book. You can download this book online. This is a great book because it's going to help you lead the 100,000 people you're getting to. This all starts with you today. And that being said, I'm going to open the call for comments and questions. Let me unshare my screen. Stop sharing. Awesome. So thank you again, everyone, for being on the train. Ed Mesa, take it away, if you can hear us.
I can I can hear you well. That was over the top. That was fantastic. Thank you so much for all of your commitment that you made, staying up half the evening while, like you say, while other people were sleeping. I mean, you have a full-time job, and plus the fact that you're committed to making our team stronger and better on consistently on a daily basis. When there's so many things I'd like to add today, but when you say in order to be a leader, you must be a reader. The whole thing is it's not the quantity of things that you read, it's the quality of things that you read. And I've read the book Think and Grow Rich, I think about 5 times. And the weirdest part is that every time I read it, I thought, well, that chapter wasn't there before, right? Because every time you read it, you get something new every single time. And it's like reading the Bible. It's trying, you may read it and then you may read it again and read another verse and get something, a total different meaning to what you just read. And that's what, what we do consistently. And like you say, you don't have to be a bookworm. You don't have to go out and read, get all excited and read for hours. If you read only a few pages a day, but make that your daily method of operation. Every single day, read a little more, a little more, a little more. And what it does is it becomes part of you. It becomes part of your daily habits. Everything is a habit. Eating is a habit. Drinking is a habit. Everything is a habit. Make the reading a good habit. And I love reading only because of the fact that, again, you also mentioned about being sometimes the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're never going to learn a thing, right? And sometimes it's exciting. Oh my God, I know more than everybody else. Well, the thing is, if they don't know a whole lot, you're not going to learn anything. You're just going to stay exactly where you are. You're going to become stagnant. So I always want to be around people that know more than what I know. And I always want to be around people that, again, the people write books for a reason. And we're not in this for a season. We're into it for a reason. So we just need to really take the information that we received today. For every action, there's a reaction. So what we need to do is act upon what we received today. Listening to it without taking action is not going to make a difference in your business.
Awesome. Fantastic. Great contribution by no one other than our mentor millionaire, Mr. Ed Mercer. Thank you so much for your time on the call today. I'm going to take the next person I see. We're going to give everyone an opportunity to add value to everyone on the team. Eustace, if you're on, take it away.
Well, Max, thank you so much, and thank you, Ed, for I call it great exaltation. It's a very good powerful training. We've learned so much today about leadership and influencing people, leading people, and taking them to where we want to be ourselves, being perfect examples, and also reading and studying and doing the best that can, being the best that we can be. So I'm looking forward to go back to listening to this presentation over and over again. I think a lot of good stuff in it, and take action with what I've learned. I've penned down quite a number of things, but I think I'll have to go back and pay close attention to all the details again and make the most so much. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your addition. I'm going to go to no one other than our new doctor in the house. Where are the rest of the doctor? Where's Dr. Ade and the rest of them? Okay, we're going to take Dr. Kolade. I'm going to unmute you and take it away.
This is awesome. I've been blessed today. I've enjoyed this. I've learned a lot. I need to grow myself to be able to grow others and grow my organization. I need to put others first. at the long run, I will grow. I'll get better than maybe putting myself first and then not taking care of my followers. When I take care of my followers, at the long run, it's me that is growing. So I've enjoyed this teaching today. I'm really blessed. Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that addition. Just one of the greatest speakers in the world, Zig Ziglar. He said, the first thing you need to do is worry about people, and everything you want in this world, you're going to get it. So just add
Yes.
value to people. So that's powerful.
Mm.
Mobolaji, take it away if you're there.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Awesome training from you, Maxwell. Each time you train us, we get new things, new knowledge, and all that. And one thing I've been able to pick out of this training is that everyone is born a leader. It's not compulsory that you have to lead other people. You have to start leading yourself first. And if I have to look deeply into that, we all have different kind of system within ourselves. We have our respiratory system, we have our digestive system, respiratory systems, and all those systems. We are responsible for those systems. If we decide to take in things that are hazardous to our system, we become irresponsible. And what happens to us? We'll fall ill. Simply because you are able to put yourself first instead of your system, you continue to fall ill. The same thing applies to we going beyond ourselves. So once we're able to take care of ourselves, once we're able to take care of our system, once we're able to put our system forward, we become healthy. And the next mission that we have to come up with is trying to influence others, trying to make sure that it's about them, not about you. And like Dr. Koladi rightly said, when you make others grow, you grow yourself. When you help others, you grow yourself. When you're so passionate about helping others succeed, when you're so passionate about believing in people and making them see the positive side of themselves, or that side of themselves that they are not seeing, but you are seeing, you go beyond what you yourself expected. So thank you so much, Maxwell. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Awesome, awesome. You see, we're all actually speaking the same language. If you give enough people what they want, you get everything you want in this life, period. So it's not about us, it's about them. And we can just lost ourselves in helping people, we get everything we want. And that's why we're in a helping and sharing business. This is what this business is all about, creating wealth for people. That's all we're doing, sharing and helping them. Next on, I see Sunday on the call. I don't know if he joined during the training. I want to give him a chance to say something. Sunday, are you on?
No, not really. I'm just listening to you guys.
Okay. All right. Welcome to the call.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Awesome. Next, we have
Yeah.
Gloria. I think.
Maxwell, Sunday.
Go ahead, Mobolaji.
Yeah, I said Sunday is one of the powers in Kaduna. He roasted us recently, so I think he has to talk.
Oh, okay. So he was trying to hide behind the scene. let's give him. Were you
so you have to see something Sunday.
Were you on the training? You've been on the training, right? You were listening to our training. Okay, I think he's having network difficulties. Okay, so we're gonna come back to Sunday.
Yes, I'm just listening for the first time today.
Okay.
And it's awesome. The training we had in Kaduna. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're breaking up, but we can hear.
Yeah, I said the training was very successful in Kaduna. The one we had last, the launch we had last in Kaduna was very, very successful. I would thank God. Bolaji was very, very, very on hand to do justice to the training. And we appreciate his coming. Yeah.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you so
I
much.
think that's all for now. You can just continue.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I see Gloria on the call. I'm going to unmute Gloria. I think Gloria just signed up today, if I'm not mistaken. Is that the right Gloria?
Yes, please.
Okay, Gloria on the call. Gloria is from UK. Are you on?
Yeah.
Gloria, can you hear us? Okay, I think she cannot hear us. We're going to go to the next person. No one other than my beautiful wife. It looks like she's on the call. Let me see if she wants to say something. Giselle, you on? Okay. She's not on too. Okay. I think that being said, we're going to end the train today, but the big takeaway is we need to lead us first. We need to lead ourselves, then we can lead people. You know, someone just like I said in the training, he said, "Oh, I love the leadership training, but I have no one to lead." Yes, you do. Lead yourself first before you lead people. And when you lead yourself, you're going to attract people to you, and you're going to be able to lead people to success. So, and Mercer, if you want to end the call with some words today, go ahead, and we can end the call today.
Okay, everyone. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to be on the call today. I respect and appreciate it. And Maxwell, you know, I really respect you, as you know, for not just for today, but for all the time that I've known you. You've always been a leader, and always been someone that we look up to as a leader. And I want to thank you for that. I'm always looking forward, like I say, to be on this call consistently on a daily basis. I'm really looking forward to 2017. You know, our next year is going to be overwhelming. The only way it's going to be that way, though, I have to share with you, we have to. It's like a trampoline. What we do in the next few days in the month of December is going to determine our January in 2018. So we really need to really focus on the rest of December. Make December a month to remember. And let's move forward. And again, God bless you all. Looking forward to talking to you all tomorrow.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Mason. Once again, for the new folks who are on the team, do not hesitate. If you have any questions, if you need any training, I know Mobology is going to be organizing some meetings. Don't be scared to ask, because the first leadership training, I'll tell you, was you asking when you don't know how to do something versus you doing it. So we're here to train. We're here to mentor you. After the call, if you know, we can always go one-on-one with you and help you get to the next level. So we're completely, it's an open book here. So we help everyone get what they need. That's absolutely the way we operate. So we're here to help you. We're here to help you with also your call and your presentation and all the good stuff. So powerful stuff.
Everybody needs to be transparent. If you have a problem, don't keep the problem within yourself. You know, let's share it with each other. You know, a problem is only a solution that hasn't been taken care of. So if you have just be transparent. It could be anything. There's no question or nothing that's silly. Basically, whatever your problem is, again, we're all a team. We're all in it to win it. So what you need to do is just, if you have anything going on in your life that you'd like to share with us, we can even do it privately. If you'd like to talk to me or Maxwell privately, we're open to do that also. Okay, you guys take care.
And
Talk to you tomorrow.
just 1 second, just to add to what Mercer say, I just want to make sure that we all know the system that we run here. So when you have a problem, the first person you go to is your leader, the person that brought you up to the team. So take your problem to that person, and if we have to go on a private call, then we go on a private call, and you know, we resolve whatever issues you're having. So there's one principle I've learned in business, and this has helped me a lot in business. I call it as a two-way principle. Okay, positive goes down, negative goes up. If you follow that principle, you're going to create the greatest momentum in your team. Negative never goes down. It's a big no. Positive goes down, negative goes up. If you have something negative to say it to your leaders. Say it to the person that brought you to the business so they can fix that issue and handle it. So positive down, negative goes up. And that being said, thank you again for being on the call, and we'll be here tomorrow for our daily calls. All right, fantastic. Have fun,
Then,
everybody.
Maxwell.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah, Maxwell?
Yeah.
Okay, then just a quick one as well. Should you guys have prospects or so, you can also schedule them for this meeting. We hold this meeting 4 p.m. Nigerian time every day. Saturday, Monday to Saturday.
Right. And if you also have prospect, you want us to do a full presentation, we can do that presentation. We just need to set time when that person is free, and when you're free, and Mobilogy or me, we can help you out with the presentation. There's a lot of people who are not on today who will also help you with that presentation.
And Gloria was saying that she's currently busy. That's why she couldn't talk as well.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
So, we're here.
When are we having the presentation on global network?
Hello?
I think Eustace was saying something.
Eustace, you're breaking up.
I'm asking, were we having a training, the normal thing that we used to have, the one we have on Saturdays and all?
I'm waiting for the schedules to come out, because it's supposed to put out the schedule for that every Saturday one, right? So she's supposed to put that out, and right now we have tons of World Global Network going. I posted 3 of them happening this week in the group. You missed that, go and check it. There are 3 corporate presentations going done by Chad and Atita, done by Jeremy Roba. So they kind of do it every week. So we want to also allude to that too as well.
Well, do something.
All right. That being said,
all right then.
We'll see you guys. Let's have a fruitful day and a fruitful week too as well.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.